All of us collectively are, I think in the whole world, are saying, wow, like, I had no idea this was possible. This is magic.
We decided on the Open Montessori workshop to be artificial intelligence. You know, the future of education is happening right here, right now. These kids are going to be the ones that really are going to have to figure out how it benefits society and how it doesn't.
You are going to co-author a children's story with AI. For professional authors, that could take months and years.
I'm Joanna Becker and I'm an illustrator, and I'm super excited about Midjourney and the new AI tools.
We have to take all that work that professionals do and condense it down into 5 days, where each of you are going to author really great, compelling stories that are memorable and meaningful and fun.
This week, sort of being able to write this book that they get to generate, and at the end they're going to have a product. And so we're excited to see their reaction and how they can use it.
ChatGPT is maybe the first and the most famous of the really powerful AIs that have been made public. The other platform we're using is called Midjourney, focused on generating actual imagery.
I'm optimistic about it because it's moving very fast. ChatGPT was only open since like Christmas. It's pretty insane how like fast it's moving.
You can almost see it starting to tell a story on its own. If we said, write me a whole story, it would probably do that.
Through this week, we will have a document of what it was like to work with these technologies in 2023. You know, in 5 years, if any of our students have an opportunity to work with these things, they'll see how they grew in 6 months, maybe, how these technologies evolved and became more powerful.
Today, we're going to really focus on authorship. We're going to try to understand what makes a good story.
Opening and introduction to the characters, the setting, and then there's usually some sort of inciting incident that triggers whatever adventure the character is going to go on.
Once you understand those, you're going to be ready to start to interact with AI, to start to generate new text and new imagery. We're not giving you much time. We have to do this all basically today and then finishing up tomorrow morning. Some of those ideas that maybe you're starting to develop in ChatGPT, you're going to mark like a timeline, some of the key things that are happening. Think about how many spreads are dedicated to each act.
So you might be able to say, spot illustration of George.
I took the main character from Plotting Different Chance of Meatballs and the main like motivations and story from Peter Rabbit and combined the two. Once we had the story idea, we put in the prompt to ChatGPT. And then we went on to Midjourney AI and we started generating the images.
Well, it's interesting to see how they are experimenting with creativity within the prompts. Some of the students that maybe said that they weren't as artistic were able to see their creativity flourish because they could craft their own illustrations and see it made in a professional style right away.
They have visions of how they want their illustrations to be. The trick is using the right text to get this machine to help replicate that vision.
It was inspiring them, and they kept sketching in analog sketchbooks alongside Midjourney. It shows that the heart of art and creativity is still there alongside the AI tools.
No, I think of it like a tool, like as a collaborator, less than like just a thing that does your work for you.
It is inspiring them to think about problems and different tasks in a different way. Think like a designer, like an author, think like an illustrator.
That's good. That's really solid. It's very moving. 12, 14, 16. Do we have them all now?
Yeah.
It'll be really cool to see the book printed out, how similar it looks to a book that has been professionally created.
Do you want to meet our class? Sure. Why don't you come in and say hi? This is Bob.
They look really good. I'm very impressed. The way that this was generated, it definitely made it press worthy and it made it professional looking.
I mean, these are opportunities that most middle school students, don't get. We've been on the forefront of a lot of things because of Open Montessori. But this, oh my goodness, I won't be able to sleep tonight. I'll be so anxious to get back tomorrow.
The Open Montessori week will culminate in an unveiling of all the projects that the students worked on over the course of the week. It's an opportunity for parents and for community members and younger students that are at the school to look at some of the things that we were working on. students are always really good at kind of explaining some of the process, because you can come in and look at this book and like, oh wow, that's really slick, without really understanding some of the process that's involved in creating that. And everybody's been working hard, and there has been quite a learning curve.
She loved chasing mice, that's for sure.
Once upon a time, in a quiet countryside, two kids named Lily and Ben were left home while their parents went on a stroll.
That you like your own copy? That's so cool. That's quite a compliment.
What's this?
The workplace in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, no one really knows what it looks like. Introducing this type of technology at this age kind of acts as a bridge. We're using children's books in order to examine these very powerful tools.
I would absolutely do another workshop, even if it was on AI next year, because there's going to be so much adaptation to it. AI is going to blow our socks off, and I think the best way possible. It's a wonderful experience teaching and helping others learn and learning alongside the students. It's wonderful.